I certainly want to address the post game. And, our expectation as a football program is, win or lose, we're going to show our opponents a level of respect, shake hands, go down, to the Sunny Holland end zone, sing the school song, and get back together and middle of the field and kneel down and have a team prayer. And sometimes the shaking hands piece and trying to tie that together with your opponent becomes a complicated piece. And it's my job as the head coach to do everything I can to protect our program. We want to represent our university in the best way possible. But ultimately, I care deeply about our players, and I want to protect them. And in the moments, following that game, it was apparent that our two teams were interacting more than we needed to. And, in that moment, I wanted to protect Julius Davis in particular. He was in a situation that I didn't feel was great for him, and I wanted to get him out of that situation. And, the emotions, coming off a big win, a hard-fought game like that, in the moment certainly can get the best of you. And the last thing I wanted to do is for Julius to separate from his team, and keeping on the field so that we could ultimately come together and finish with the team prayer was what we accomplished. Now, everybody's got a platform and everybody can make a judgment. And that's the way the world works. Putting all of the context together sometimes isn't there for everybody to understand. And that's okay. Again, that's the world we live in. I will tell you this, the relationship that Julius and I have is as strong as anybody on this team. And, how I understand him as a competitor, a very emotional competitor. And I think his respect for me in that regard is very clear. And while it might not have appeared that way, it is a relationship that is very strong. And ultimately, calmer heads were able to prevail, and we had our team prayer, and we went in the locker room and celebrated the victory. So, not the best way to finish that day, but a great learning opportunity. And again, my job is to protect our team, to protect our individuals on our team, but also to allow them to learn and grow. And I think for our football team, that was a great opportunity to learn and grow. And, the interactions were not just about one player. It was about more than that. And we need to be better as a football team, so we need to be able to shake hands, go sing the school song, kneel for the prayer, and go in and celebrate. And that's what we're going to intend to do moving forward. And I feel good about where we're at here on Monday relative to that situation.
Just in regards to Julius, is there anything more you can say about why he was kind of so fired up in that moment?
He's a fiery individual, and the individual he was interacting with was very fiery all through the game. And you'll be able to leave it there. And that's why I got him out of the situation, because I saw the situation needed to stop.
And when we see, coaches and players, on the sideline sometimes get into it. That's happened obviously in other teams too. How do you kind of go about handling that, especially if it, gets physical, kind of like that one did?
I don't know that it really got physical. It probably appeared more physical than it really did. It was more, I was just trying to calm him down. And that's at the end of the day, it's really important that I know our individuals on our team. And that's where I would say the interaction that we had is not the first, I'd say, calming down operation situation, whatever that we've had. And, it was obviously right there for everybody to see. And that's okay, I guess. I mean, I wanted to calm him down. I wanted to be able to finish kind of our post-game piece the way it was supposed to be finished. And I feel like I do know him very well, and I think he certainly respects me, and whether anybody thinks otherwise, that's their opinion. So it's again, everybody can make a judgment, and that's the way the world works.